change a bit. Bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real. Stacking some change a bit. Bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit.
So let's go.
What's up, man? I go by the name of Ashton Martin. Like you said, I'm currently living in Atlanta, but I'm a Florida boy. Shout out to Mariana, Florida. If you know me, you know it's AME. That's my brand. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just what it is. I go by the name of Ashton Martin. AME is what I represent.
And what's AME?
AME stands for Awake, Motivate, and Educate. But on the business side, it stands for Ashton Martin Entertainment.
See, I like that, the first part, because that's what I'm doing with my other thing that I do. I do a side thing. Like, this is a side thing, and I do a podcast, and the podcast is about, like, the arts, and then as well as mental health and, like substance abuse, and, like, we go deep dive into it, man. Like, I have rappers telling stories you wouldn't expect to hear from a rapper, you know?
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
You might hear it from Lil Xan because he's fucked up all the time, but not rappers like I fuck with. You want to hear it from these G's that I fuck with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I like though. I respect that.
I respect what you're doing too. So we'll have you on the podcast hopefully in the future. Definitely we'll talk about that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
let's talk about that track you sent me because I'm gonna play that at the end of the show. And it was called Isreal, and it was featuring someone, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, that's my guy, One Drew. Shout out to One Drew. That's also AME, you know what I'm saying? And we've been rocking for a while now, you know what I'm saying? So it's only right that I have him on there. We actually putting out our EP the end of this month on the 30th called In Due Time. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well.
It's going to be perfect timing because this will come out around like the second Sunday of June or so. So I'll be able to promote it beforehand as well. So keep me in the loop, dog. Keep me in the loop. I'll be your Canadian Connect, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, respect, man.
Yeah, you gotta know. And tell your homeboy that was on that record if he wants to come on here and talk too. He's welcome anytime. AME's welcome on podcasts and rum chats, man. Tell him all.
Respect. I'll shoot him the information. We actually, the first time I met him, we rode to Toronto together, which was crazy. Yeah, and that's kind of how we and him got real tight. You know what I'm saying? We're from the same area, but we like, you know how you can grow up in that area but never meet each other like that.
Exactly.
So I had met him like around at and then I was on tour at the time, and my next stop was going up to Toronto, and I was looking for somebody to bring with me, and we connected, and it was genuine. So I was like, hey man, ride with me up to Toronto. So we drove all the way from Atlanta to Toronto. Vibe in Toronto and got like super tight, and then like that's been like I think I want to say about a year or two now, probably 2 years now. So since then we've been rocking out, man. So yeah.
How'd you like Toronto when you visited it?
It was a vibe. I think I came during Caribana. You know what I'm
saying? Okay, so you were down there at the right time, man.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about any of that. I didn't know. I just come and just promoting music, and then like, you know, like it was just.
You see all the women in their costumes, and you're like, damn.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? And it was like, it was a vibe. I liked it because it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from, if we was to have something like that, it'd have been something that had been popped off, and I like the fact that everybody could like be together like that. And you know, just have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
We're pretty good for that. I mean, shit in Toronto will pop off still like that during the Caribana. Shit always pops off regardless.
Yeah.
Atlanta's having problems, man. Like y'all are killing each other too much, man. Y'all are going hard. Like rest in peace, King Von and shit. But I mean, like they bringing the problems to themselves.
Yeah, man. It's
just that energy. You know, I got love for everybody. I ain't disrespecting them, but like, yo, if you're gonna bring the problems gonna come. You know, X said it best. Yo, talk is cheap, motherfuckers. Like,
yeah, nah. I always say that. I say that energy you put out, you gonna receive it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's me. That's why I make sure I always try to put out genuine vibes. So that's what I want back. You know,
I feel you. You seem genuine, you seem honest, you seem cool, so I think that you'd be a perfect guest for the podcast. So I'm gonna give you that information after this. But so what are you up to in Atlanta? If you're from Florida, what are you doing up in Atlanta? Just making music and promoting it there? Because Atlanta's the hot spot right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is, man.
So that was your
That's the hot
move.
spot.
That's how you're maneuvering. Is going to Atlanta to try to push it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I stay up here now, but you know what I'm saying? That was the goal, just to come up here and continue to push, because up here is really like the Hollywood of the South. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Other than
yeah,
that, it's just LA. So those like the two most popping spots in the states. If you're going to
exactly.
LA, you're going to Atlanta. So I was closer to Atlanta, so that was the move that made the most sense for me.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, so while you're out in Atlanta, have you had any problems like people coming through and like rolling up on you, asking you where you're from, what set, all that? Like, you having issues or?
Nah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't ever ran into them issues because I don't really carry that type of energy with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be
Fair
prepared.
enough.
I'll be prepared for whatever come with it. You know what I'm saying? I come from a certain background, so whatever come with that, I'm with that. But I ain't putting out that type of energy.
You
You
ain't
know what I'm
looking
saying?
for it.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
ain't looking for it.
if
I
it
just
comes
stay
to you,
prepared for it, but I ain't looking to get in no trouble or nothing like that. I just
yeah,
be myself, and people
I feel
respect
that. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I feel that.
that.
So yeah, but let's talk more about that track, Israel. Like, what was the like, how'd that come about? Besides like having your boy on it,
Mhm.
like how'd that concept come to fruition? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so my homie Wesley Beats, shout out to Wesley Beats. He's from OKC. He was in a we actually had a live. I want to say it was in Zoom maybe. And he was like making the beat while we was writing to it. So he was creating it. We kind of giving little tits and what we think the beat should have, certain drops and whatever.
Right.
And while he was creating it, the hook kind of just came in my head, you know what I'm saying? And it's really like the way I made it in my head, it's like just a list of what I want to do. Like that's why
Okay.
I say stacking some change a bit, build up my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real, you speaking my language. So like in that mud and like the hook,
Yeah.
I'm literally just listing out what I want to do. But in the verse, I kind of just speak on like more so of like what's going on around me, and you know what I'm saying, just trying to dodge the traps, trying to dodge the little potholes, and stay in my own lane. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's really what it is. It's just saying being real to yourself.
And why'd you call it Israel though? What's the meaning behind the name?
Israel is kind of like a play on words, because you got like Israel, like in the Bible, it's like the chosen people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we the chosen ones, and
Right.
also saying it's real, like saying
Yeah.
it is real. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I got at first. That's what I figured at
Yeah,
first. 'Cause I used to be a hip hop artist myself, like a decade ago, you know. So I was making music like boom bap in '90s, like New York type shit, you know. Because
yeah,
Canadians make a lot of, well, we make a lot of trap now, but we do a lot more like New York style, still underground shit. You know what I mean?
for sure, for sure.
But I don't usually ask the artists that I'm interviewing on the show to like spit the verse and the chorus from that track they did, but
Yeah,
if I asked you to spit the verse and the chorus from that track right now, could you do that?
yeah, for sure, for
All
sure.
right, because I think the people would like to hear you spit it live, and then I'll play it at the end, and they'll get a feel for it right now, and then they'll want to vibe. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
if you want to quickly spit the verse and then spit the hook, and then we'll continue talking.
I bet. Okay, so it go like, tell them clowns some sweet tooth, but this ain't Candyland. They twisting up that metal like they never heard it hand to hand. I'm trying to dodge a can, a broke can in the ambulance. Learned it in advance, it seemed it always coming hand in hand. Backstabbers lost their chance. They feel like I'm holding out. Got all of these spikes up in my back for like a porcupine. Fools crashing out, and I'm like, what you really trying to prove? If they ask about, this is all I'm really trying to do. Stacking some change a bit, bit up my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real. I'm speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how they know it's real. Stacking some change a bit up my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real. You speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how they know it's real. Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I like it. I like it. I like it.
serious.
Next time you go on tour, I might have to hop on that bus with you and come through with you.
For sure, for sure. And next time I come up that way, I gotta make a stop, man. I gotta.
I'm up in Ottawa. I ain't in Toronto. I'm in Ottawa, the capital city. But you make a stop up here and shit, we'll go and get lit, bro. I got you.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man. For sure.
Yeah, because this COVID shit's crazy right now. Like, we're in a third wave and shit. So, like, we're waiting. We're on home lockdown. Like, we ain't supposed to go out, but a motherfucker doesn't work and I need to make money, so I need to do something. So,
Yeah, Feel that.
I'm out there masked up, looking like a motherfucking robber. You know, just out there, just looking at everybody, giving everybody a stank eye when they stare at me. I'm like, you got a mask too, motherfucker. Like, but yeah,
I always say it
how's
feel
it feel
weird
for
putting a
you to
mask
live?
on.
My
Huh?
bad. My bad. What'd you say?
Oh no, I was saying it feel weird putting a mask on before you walking in the store or something. I always joke with my girl, like, dang, feel like we finna come rob this place. So like you see her masking up and everything.
Right, you
Like
know,
it's
you
weird
think
to
the
just
owners be shook all the time, man. Like every time someone walk in, they're like, "Ah, fuck." But me, like, I find it weird. It's become a fashion statement.
It's fast.
That's fucking weird, man. Like,
Big
yo,
fast.
like they're gonna have a coat in the spring. Watch, I guarantee you're gonna zip up the coat, and the mask gonna come with it, and
I'm
you gonna
telling
throw it
you.
on the hood.
Hey, look, I'm capitalizing off of it. Hell, I got my own mask too.
Oh, you have your own masks? Yo,
Yeah.
you have extras?
I got them on my site. Hold on, let me see if I got one on me right
You know, if you got one, you could send it to me. I could put it on my wall of dope.
now. Alright, bet. Yeah, I don't got it. Dang, I don't got it to show right now. I think it's somewhere in my room. But yeah, man, I got a whole site that I have. Because I usually have them shipping from a warehouse. I don't really keep a lot of merch on me. I
Okay.
did in the past, but like that stuff it's a headache. So it's like I'd rather just pay
All right.
extra to have it shipped off.
Would you be able to get one shipped off though? If you could send me one for the wall of dope, would you be able to get one shipped off?
I can see about it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all right. Because definitely use it for your promotion and shit too. So,
For sure. Yeah, I
uh,
appreciate that, man.
but living with COVID and shit, how you been? Have you had any like close people that you get affected by it or anything?
Yeah, I had some people quote unquote pass from it. You know what I'm saying? I feel my feelings about it. I don't necessarily know for sure if it was COVID, but they said it was COVID. But
Well, rest in paradise to your peoples, bro.
yeah, for sure. 2020 was a year for me. I think I had like about three three people pass in 2020 and then another one right on the top of 21. So
Yeah,
it was a
I lost a lot of people in the last 2 years too, man. Like a lot of suicide and a lot of COVID, and it's
yeah,
crazy there, man. People don't know how to function with all this shit going on.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's like they don't know how to follow a simple rule, you know? Like if you stay away from people for right now, we'll be back to doing what we're doing. We can get back to the live shows. We can stop doing all this online shit. Like
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Yeah,
I like doing this because I get to introduce myself and showcase artists from around wherever. Because everyone's got fucking Skype, you know. So
for sure. For
so
sure. Yeah,
it's dope that I get to showcase everybody, and I appreciate you doing that little mini concert for the show.
no problem, man.
And what do you have planned? You said you have the EP coming out. What's that called?
So I just dropped the EP. My
Oh, you
personal EP
just
is
dropped
called
one.
my personal one is called Growth 4. It dropped last month. So
It's
it's out
called
now.
what, sir?
It's called Growth 4.
Okay.
So it's a series. It was a series before it started off as a mixtape series, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah,
I
back
kind of
in the
stopped
day.
it. Yeah, I kind of stopped it at a point. And then like I kind of felt like I was back in that space again. So I brought it back up again. And
Right.
it's tough. I've been getting great reviews from it. I really made it like like when you listen to it, you'll see what I mean. I made it like in a whole experience. It's like one of the ones you gotta listen to from the front to the back in order to really see how I did it. And Isreal is a part of it as well. That's one of the tracks off of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's dope, man. And then I got In Due Time is dropping April 30th. That's with me and my guy One Drew, who's the feature on Isreal. So we got our joint coming as well. So you know.
Right. All right. I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. Where could we find the Growth 4?
Growth 4 is everywhere. Anywhere you listen to music, just put in Ashton Martin Growth 4. It's there
You
on
got
all platforms. Yeah.
you got on my YouTube? I'm cheap as fuck.
Yeah. YouTube. It's on YouTube as well. Yeah, I got
Hey.
I got a YouTube channel. I also got a video dropping on YouTube on the 23rd for one of the songs out there too. It's gonna be the first video.
All right. Well, when you have the video, give me that link and I'll put it in the description and stuff so people can check it out for sure.
For sure.
I'm gonna do my best to push you out here in Canada because you got a vibe, bro. I real fuck with it. You know, I don't. No disrespect to the new artists, this like new decade of artists, this new era of artists, all these melodic rappers and all that. No disrespect. I'm still stuck in the '90s, early 2000s. You know,
Yeah.
DMX's death hit me hard like a motherfucker. Like, so like,
Yes, man.
but so did Juice World, you know. So like, I mess with both, but you seem like you're in between.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
you're fighting yourself to do both of them, but it's still coming out clean. But you're still messing with both sounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man. It's like Cole said, I'm a middle child, so I'm kind of in between both. Like I'm a OG and a youngin at the same time. You know what I'm saying? From
Yeah.
both generations. So
How
it's
old
like
are you? Not to ask, not to be rude. How
yeah,
old are
yeah.
you?
I'm 29, so
Okay, so we're the same age then. So yeah, we're almost OGs. We're
yeah,
almost
yeah,
OGs. I'm
for sure.
31. I'm 31. I might have hit that already. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, no, I took from both. I take and took from both. You know, so I'm inspired by the new wave and the people that still come, and I'm also inspired by the greats and the legends. So it's like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm in a good spot that I can pick and choose from both, and I can like be inspired from both. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta like just have one person. That's why it's tough when people be like, who inspired you? It's like it ain't really one person that inspired me. You know,
Yeah, no,
I
it
was
never is, man. You
yeah.
emulate the people that you are inspired by. So,
Mm-hmm.
if people can't hear who you're inspired by, then they gotta listen more.
Yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
hear me?
A
You
lot
know,
of mine, a
I'm
lot of
still I'm out the game, but I'm still in it. My head's still in it. I always tell people like, yo, like you're not doing it right, and it's coming from the heart, not disrespect, but like
yeah.
when I heard your stuff, I hit you up on that comment because I know like sometimes messages go straight to like the next thing. You're not trying to read everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, I feel you. I
On the
feel you.
comment and make sure he tries and sees it. And if he doesn't see that one, I'm just gonna annoy the fuck out of him until he responds. But
But yeah, nah.
for,
I'm actually more. It's crazy. My inspiration comes more from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that I looked up to that was doing their thing locally, and
yeah,
that's really what inspired me
see
more than
that's cool.
mainstream.
That's different. That's
Yeah,
different. That's respectful because it shows that you had love for the people doing it and the people in your neighborhood, wherever you were at the time, whatever place, whatever section, whatever area you were in. You had people to look up to basically because not a lot of people in the states and especially in the minority cases don't have that kind of vision.
yeah, for sure,
It's
for
either
sure.
street life, ball life, or that's it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
yeah. I mean, that's really
the
what it
the
is.
justice scale and shit, all the scales for the minorities are never even. You know what I mean? And I see that, and I know that,
Yeah,
and I'm very glad that you're well received by every race, creed, and color. You know what I mean?
for sure.
So you've done well to put yourself out there as an artist who accepts everybody. You kind of remind me, the vibe you have is like old Kid Cudi, but kind of new Kid Cudi. You
Yeah,
feel like you kind of remind me of like his vibe where he's just laid back. He just wants to make his music. He doesn't want to argue with nobody. He just wants to do his thing. And he'll take criticism. He'll take some shit, but he'll take that dirt and that mud and that grime and that shit and turn it into a diamond. You know what I mean?
yeah. Big
I
facts.
see that vibe with you.
Yeah, for sure.
So I definitely think that people should be on the lookout for you because I think it's only a matter of time until you're up there with the higher names than where you are right now. And that's coming from a personal view, but I might be biased because I'm on the show. But I see that, and I just hope you get that more than just from me. I hope people tell you that more than just me.
For sure. Yeah, definitely, man. It's been a journey, and I definitely get that. Pretty common about people saying like the trajectory of everything, but to me, I really don't even try to keep a lot of that in my head. I try to just keep my head down and keep pushing, because
It just
sometimes
makes
you can get caught up in it. You just want to get to a certain point so bad that it's like it'll distract you. Like you just stay
that's
focused on
that's
like trying to get there. So it's
that's
like
the
me. I
main
kind of
mistake these artists are making these days, man. I have too many artists trying to hit me with some bullshit, and I can't do it.
mm-hmm.
So,
I
but
tell folks it's no fast way to get there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your path. You gotta build yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Build your
yeah,
foundation. A lot of people they don't have no foundation. So when they get to a certain point, it's like soon as something bad or something don't go right, it's like it just fall flat down. You know what I'm saying? If you got a foundation, can't nothing knock you down. Like the industry can't take you because the industry didn't make you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like I am. The industry didn't make me. I made, what I come from is branding, is building a foundation. You feel me? So and I see that. So that's just what it is. And it's like, if you like it, you like it. I appreciate it. If you don't, then it's like, move along, keep it moving. Say it may not be for you. Everything.
You gotta take the shit with the great.
Yeah.
And even when people do have bad criticism, man, like I said, you just turn that shit into something better, and then maybe they'll change their mind after. Some people have change of heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I used to have people who hated my music, and then when I started doing like a different rhyme flow and shit, they're like, "Oh, actually, no way, I fuck with your music," and I'm like, "Well, good. I'm glad you had a change of heart, but remember where you stood at first."
Yeah. It's like
so. Don't expect me to talk to you if I do get big. Like, I'm playing, but all right. I think I'm gonna cut it for now, and then we're gonna have a follow up after you have that second EP drop. I'm gonna have everybody go check out Growth 4. You said it's on all major streaming platforms and on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's out there. Go check it out. And let me know how you feel about it. Anybody that checks it out, I always like the feedback. I love it, man. It helps me. You know what I'm saying? That means more to me than like numbers or any of that, all the other stuff. That's really what I love to hear. So
all right. And like I said, they have a mixtape dropping. You said at the end of April?
Yeah, at the end of April 30th, literally the last day, 4:30, you know what I'm saying, in due time. It's like a little play on the time, 4:30 like the time. So
right.
Yeah, so make sure you check that out.
All right, because by the time this is up for release, you're going to be episode 8 because I do them ahead. So you're going to have episode 8 by the time this is out. That'll also be out, so that'll be on all major streaming platforms as well.
Yep. It's gonna be on all major streaming platforms. Me and the guy One Drew.
All right, so
go check him out as well. That's all AME. So that's the team.
So all right, so you have merch like tees and everything. So
yeah, so I'm
gonna holler at you.
Yeah, man, I got tees. I got my hoodies. I got this one. Well, this is actually.
I need a hoodie, bro. I need that hoodie, bro.
Let me know, bro. I got a whole
I got
a whole store, so yeah.
Like I said, I'm making a wall of dope from all the artists that I interview. It's just their merch and stuff. So like, if they're able to like donate it, you know what I mean. If I have to pay for it, it'll take a little bit because I don't work. I'm on due to my mental health, I'm on disability and shit. So that's how I keep it real with people. So that's my honesty. So that's the reason why I'm saying if you could donate it, cool. If not, when I get the bread, I'll holler at you and get it. But we'll talk about that after we're done this. But like you said, April 30th, him and One Drew from AME dropping in due time the mixtape. Or sorry, is it a mixtape or LP?
EP, mixtape. These days it's really all the same. Like
yeah, you're right.
It's really all the
same.
Some
people don't even know the difference.
Yeah. To me, it's an EP because of the amount of songs. It's probably
if it's under 30 minutes, it's an EP. If it's over 30, it's an LP.
Exactly. So this one will definitely be an EP.
See, at least you and me know the shit. Me and you know the shit. I think me and you could have good conversations all the time, bro.
Yeah, and that's why I don't get too into it because a lot of people don't know the difference. So I was like, I don't really stress it. I just call them projects. So
exactly. That's why I say. That's what I put them as in the description. I say their upcoming project.
Yeah.
But that'll be out as well. So make sure you go and peep that, and we'll have One Drew on maybe after you, and he'll be able to talk about it as well. And then maybe we could have a Zoom call and record it with all three of us to talk to projects as a full group. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm definitely down for that.
I think that would be dope. I'm doing that with another Canadian joint mixtape artist.
Okay.
So I mean, if you're down to do it, I'll talk to One Drew, send him the info, tell him follow me. And I'll follow him back, and I'll talk to him, and we'll do something cool, man. We'll do something real. We'll promote it. Like I said, anytime you got a project or you need me to promote something, send it my way. I'll put it in my story. I'll make it approved by On the Line with. That's how we do it. So I'm gonna let you take us out and introduce the song. And yeah, if you could just say this has been episode 8 of Rum Chats hosted by Hanley, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said again, I go by the name of Ashton Martin. If you know me, you know it's AME. You're finna tap into my new track off my new EP, Growth 4, Isreal, featuring One Drew, man. And this is episode 8 of Rum Chats. Tapping in with my guy Hanley, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. You already know.
Salute, my dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be in contact. I'm gonna hit you about that merch and talk about that, and we'll talk about One Drew and get into contact with him.
Already. I'm gonna shoot him your info as soon as we lock off, so y'all two can lock in as well.
All right, bet.
Already.
Grow a bit. I had to grow a bit. One thing for sure. Look, stacking some change a bit. Bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real. Stacking some change a bit. Bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel. You talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real. Tell them clouds I'm sweet too, but this in Candyland, they twisting up that metal like they never heard of hand in hand. I'm trying to dodge a can of broke hand and an ambulance. Learned it in advance, it seemed it always coming hand in hand. Backstab, I lost they chance, they feel like I'm holding out. Got all of these spikes up in my back, feel like a porcupine. Fools crashing out, and I'm like, what you really trying to prove? If they ask about, this is all I'm really trying to do. Stacking some change a bit, bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel, you talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real. Stacking some change a bit, bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel, you talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real.
Florida boy Drew, I'm quick to dodge deception. The only time I press my palms together if I'm stressing. That's my confession. I may be messing with my blessings, and Lord forgive me, but I still question your direction. I'm just doing me, I ain't worried about the next man. Meet and greets comparing who is greater or less than. A professor with the pen, I could be X-Man. And with these chips I'm all in, yes I'm invested.
Stacking some change a bit, bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel, you talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real. Stacking some change a bit, bit on my lane a bit. That's how I feel, you talking that real, you speaking my language. I had to grow a bit, letting it show a bit. Went through the lows to get to the pros, and that's how you know it's real.